coming. We're hoping to have a little bit better turnout, but we have people, which is great. Thank you very much. There's a lot of things going on tonight. We have some people missing. It's obviously a busy night around the city. This is the marching band. Tonight we decided to do something called Band Open House, and hopefully it's going to be a tradition that we started this year and we'll continue to build. And maybe we might be something where we go around to every school to do. Maybe we have it at Somerset, Skyview, the 5th grade schools, and we kind of tour around the school. And we have each of our performing groups play that night. Hopefully it's something that we can build upon. So this is step one, night number one of a new idea. In front of you is the Leominster High School Marching Band. We're trying to build our numbers back up. We are playing music from, as you heard, from Michael Jackson. They're doing a pretty good job with it. We're finally getting some feeling to the music, and so you can actually now know the song, which is great, because a couple weeks ago that wasn't the case. So they've come a long way. They're doing a great job. The marching band is open to students in 7th and 8th grade. It's open to kids that are interested. It's a little challenging to be in the marching band in that you need some skills in terms of marching or walking and playing, but we're hoping that kids will get stronger by being in the marching band. So it's something that we're not pushing, but we're encouraging that students take that. We have other bands at the high school. One's going to come up in a second, which is the jazz band. At this time, I think we're just going to let the marching band kind of take off, and then we'll bring up the jazz band, and we'll continue to talk to some of the kids after they change out of the uniform. So let's do that. So why don't you guys take off. Jazz band, please change into your jazz band stuff really quick, and we'll take off. Here we go. March, time, march, and turn, two, head, and two. On the road, that and the jazz band, although the jazz band has a lot more components in terms of sound equipment and those things. The marching band is outside during Veterans Day, Memorial Day, all those things. It's also at the football game, so you might see them on Friday night. So the marching band is one aspect of what we have at Leominster High School. Another one is the jazz band. An offshoot of the jazz band that we just started this week is small combo groups. So we have anywhere from 7 to 12 kids in a small group, a smaller jazz group. We've been asked to play at the Wachusett, Taste of Wachusett at the Doubletree that's coming up in November. We've also been, the jazz band's been asked to play at the Marine Ball at Monty Tech this year from the junior ROTC group of Monty Tech. They were at the last one we played at, and they enjoyed our group and they got out there to dance. So we're going to have the jazz band play at both of those groups. The combo is going to play at those also. So the reason for tonight is to get more kids to know that we have performing ensembles at the high school. And if you're in 5th grade, then you start your instrument in the 5th grade, then you move up to 6th grade, 7th grade, and 8th grade. They have a lot of opportunities at the middle school to do that. We have our middle school and elementary school teachers here tonight. If you guys just stand up and get recognized. And so as you go through our program, we have teachers that are specific to different areas, specific to different levels, and hopefully as you go through, you'll continue to grow and get better, and then when you get to the high school, we continue to grow and get better until you're ready to go to music college. And so we have a process here in Leominster. We have different programs that we go through. Very excited, we're about to embark on something new maybe, and that is a string program. For the chorus kids, and anyone that's interested kind of after that, but it's going to be piloted with the chorus kids, and that there's been a grant that might be coming, and we're going to start off with violins in the 6th grade. So that's going to be aimed towards the chorus, since the band kids already taken an instrument. Yet, I'm sure once that program is established and going, that thing will grow into hopefully what we will have need for an orchestra at Leominster High School, which will be wonderful. I know at our middle schools we have dedicated teachers. At the elementary school we have dedicated teachers. So jazz band. And again, an offshoot of that is a softer band, a combo group, and they might play at food tastings and socials and those kinds of things. Where people talk and enjoy the music kind of background. So we do have a lot of ensembles for kids to partake in as they get older. 5th grade we start. 4th grade we do recorders. 5th grade we start. And hopefully someday soon we stretch that down. We start in 4th grade. And then they have a great experience in 6, 7, and 8. Right? And our bands keep getting bigger and bigger. And then they get to the high school, which we have a lot of opportunity for them. So we're hoping tonight, again, 3rd time, is the beginning of something new. Is the beginning of showcasing our kids as we go around the city. And maybe it's at a different school next year. And we get more people involved. Maybe the high school can still be part of it in some way, or maybe it's just middle school groups. But again, just to showcase our group, to let the younger kids know that there's a lot of things out there a couple years down the road. And if you're adventurous and you really practice hard, then maybe you can go to those groups maybe a little bit early and check it out. We have that at the high school, where you can come check out the high school band, grades 7 and 8. Sometimes at the end of the year we have a move-up day, which we have our kids come up to be in the jazz band. So we have a lot of opportunities in Leominster. It's a great place to grow up. It's a great place to teach and work. Right now we're in a little lull, and we're trying to change things around, and hopefully this is a catalyst or a jump start to kind of get that thing going. So I think I can smell the pizza. I think the pizza's here. Do I smell it? It's driving here. It's on its way. Just keep talking, the pizza's not here. How about ice cream? So we'd like to thank you for being here. If there's any younger kids, if you want to talk to the jazz band, if you want to talk to the high school kids, that's really what we want. That was really the message for tonight. If you'd like to come and talk to those kids, they're not scary, they're just a little bit bigger than you, most of them. Raise your hand if you're from the middle school kids. We have a lot of middle school kids involved in the program already. We'd like to have more, and hopefully we can do that over the next couple of years. So again, thank you for being here. Thank you for taking time out of your busy schedules. You know how things are. And we'd like to continue to build our programs. Thank you for the music teachers, all of them, for being here to support our high school kids and the middle school kids. We'd like to give them a nice round of applause. One last thing, I just read an article that says, and this is known, that music, there's something special about music that unlocks our brain, that allows us to learn at an early age things that are more difficult for us. There's one. 2, in today's age, if you ever go to a social gathering, the kids are at the table, and even at lunch sometimes, they're at the table and there could be 8 of them and they'll be like this. And that's a shame that our kids, that we've allowed our kids to turn into that. Even kids my age, do that. And that's kind of shameful that we can't enjoy each other's company, that we need to have this with us. So music allows us to socialize through that. How many kids that aren't in band, what are they doing right now? Maybe they're working, maybe who knows what they're doing. This is a social activity where our kids can talk and share. If there's emotional issues, if they're having a bad day, they have a whole group, a whole team up here at Leominster High School. Leominster High School now is breaking 2,000 kids at Leominster High School. If you know a good chunk, if you know a safe place at Leominster High School, then that's a great reason to be part of that activity, especially when it's music, because that helps to share our emotions. That helps to, I know some football players that I played football with in high school that can't play anymore because their knees are bad. You can still play a saxophone or a trumpet though. And so it's one of those things that's a life lesson. You continue to build. I continue to practice my trumpet. I don't always play football anymore. It hurts too much. So as we go through the year, you're going to see more things together. We're going to go to the middle schools. We'll maybe go to the elementary school, although the middle school usually does that. So the message again is that we have a lot of fine ensembles here in Leominster. We want our kids to be part of it. And if there's any way that you can help to support our music teachers in their schools, whether that's writing a letter to the principal, writing a letter to the superintendent, maybe sending an email, hey, I went to this thing, it was really nice, it was nice to see the kids interact, I really believe in music, something, and I don't put words in your mouth. If you believe in that it's a good cause, then I think now is the time where we really like to have your help with that. So if you have any questions, I'd love to answer them along the way. If there's any kids that would like to talk to the bands, any of them, that would be great. Parents, again, thank you for taking your time out of your busy schedule, and music teachers, thank you very much. So thank you. That's really the end of our thing. We have pizza, and it should be here any second, and ice cream. And so if you want to mill around and meet and mingle, that's great. The food's going to be over that way, okay? Thank you for being here. Thank you very much.
She's my daughter, I can do that.
Childhood videos.
You see the cheese in your teeth? Oh, cheesy teeth.
Oh.
No bathroom jokes, Julia. Oh, bad people.
I play softball, Sam. You do track. I play softball and basketball. You do track.
Music and manja. Doesn't get any better than that. What instrument do you play? You don't play anything yet? Not yet? Pretty soon.
And my husband